Welcome everybody. I'm a little bit early. Picture in the avatar is actually Kara Hyde. I put that up there because it's the only way I can do it without paying for my StreamYard membership. So uh, basically, let's get down to the topic of where she may be, of what might have happened. If you're from the area and you know anything about it, let's discuss it. If you haven't contacted the Hamilton Police Department, go ahead if you have any new leads or information. This is my first actual case of doing the research and everything, and going through all the channels that I had to figure it all out. It is a local person that's close to where I'm at, so that's one of the reasons why I picked this case. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the chat. So this girl, as you can see in the details and stuff, that she went missing December 5th of 2021 from Grand Boulevard. See, Grand Boulevard is not that far from me. Hello. It's actually where I moved from is up by that area. So, like I said, the picture in the avatar is actually Kara Hyde. It said there was 3 people, now there's only 1. But how you doing, Amanda? Like I said, I'm trying to get the awareness out there. I'm not sure how many people's covered this case, if any. All I know is I did my own little bit of research on it, and all the information I've typed in, and like I said, I just pretty much want to get the word out there about it. I don't know why the views keep dropping. They come up, they drop. Maybe nobody's interested in this case. I don't know. Could it be because my camera's off? Maybe. I have no clue. Anybody else have any ideas of why they're coming in and leaving? So, Kara Hyde, 23 of Hamilton, have been missing since December 5th of 2021, when she left her house on Grand Boulevard, and hasn't been seen since. And since the case has been out, the reward has been increased. I'm not really sure of what they increased it to, but I do know that it has been increased. So yeah, let's get the word out there and see what we can get going. See, my lives ain't no good. I get a little bit discouraged when people don't respond, don't reply, don't talk or anything. It's kind of makes me want to just go ahead and end it. Heck yeah. See, I'm actually probably 3 or 4 minutes away from there. The Crawford Woods Park that they're talking about, I've actually been there many times. Lulu Gumshoe. I like that name though. So you're out towards the Blanchester area, Lulu? I mean, it is pretty sad, this girl just vanished. Like, here one day and gone the next. It's sad. And when you actually look up the missing people that's from and around Ohio area, there's quite a bit. It's kind of spooky if you think about it. But, you gotta, I understand, crime happens everywhere. It don't just skip over places like da 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 da, you know. Uh, yeah, I'm almost to the point where I'm about to just give up on this channel. I think. Not really sure. It don't seem like there's many people that want to jump on here and you know discuss anything. I don't know what it is about, if it's just me or what it is, but I guess you'll have that on the big jobs. Yeah. Hey Sue. Um, see, there's not many people covering this case. That's why I done it. That, and it's somebody that's from my general area. You know what I mean? Like right up the street. Um, it's something that's real close to home. That's why I went ahead and decided to go ahead and do this case. She's went missing. They how you doing? But they increased the reward since then. You know, there's still no new evidence, nothing. Like they found a bag of her clothes at the park. Um, Heck yeah, South Carolina. It seems like a fun place. But yeah, like I said, this is really extremely close to home. Like my dad lives up by that area, and that's where I moved from. So it's really close, and it's kind of uneasy feeling, knowing that somebody that close can just vanish. I mean, there's been multiples that it's happened to. There was Todd Mathis, one of my friends. Billy D. Silvestro, one of my other friends. Um, there's been quite a few, and I had one of the other tarot people do a thing on Billy Del Silvestro, and they pretty much said everything that's up to this point. They neither one have been in here yet, uh, but I understand that they both are busy. They have a lot going on. I'm just a small little startup channel. I'm thankful for the people that come from their groups to mine. I do appreciate that. They're just super busy, you know. And I get it. I get it. I mean, Betty, she does say my name quite a bit. I was in Dolly's stream last night, and there was a few people that were like, "Oh, we want to come up. We want to come up." So I didn't even say anything. I just turned around and lied. I left the video. Um, I don't know why but it is cool. I, I mean, they will in due time. Once my channel grows a little bit, like I said, they're extremely busy. I totally understand it, and I'm grateful for the people that do come to my stream from theirs. I've met a lot of cool people and had a lot of good connections, from both channels. Um, like I said, I'm really trying to expand this channel. Um, I thought I might give this a shot and see what happens, but I want to do like a trivia, a true crime trivia channel, just on like Saturdays or something like that, so that everybody can join, all the creators and stuff. And I mean, I don't want the bad talk, I mean, bad mouthing, because like I said, I've got a few good breaks through them just by coming up on their panels. I found out a lot of information from cases and stuff because of them. You know, yeah, they really, they ain't came to my channel yet, but once it grows, they may. I have no idea. But, you know, like I said, I genuinely appreciate them as creators and what they're doing, because they are bringing, you know, cases, you know, they're bringing voices to these people, you know. But in my opinion, you know, they are busy. I mean, like I said, I not talking bad about nobody. They're too busy. I'm just a little peon channel. I just started. You know, I'm not. Mine's nothing special. Um, However, you know, I would like for it to grow. Um, Not everybody, you know, starts out and they got tons of subscribers, tons of this and that. Had it not been for either one of them channels, I would have never been um, inspired to do my own channel. You know, just knowing that I can build a following like they have just keeps giving me hope. The reason why I haven't shut my channel down yet. I thought a lot about it. Uh, like I said, you know, if anybody would like to come up on the panel and talk about it, then that's cool. You know, it's an open panel, open discussion. But I do respect them and the work that they do. You know, Bullhorn Betty, she's pretty awesome. Dolly, he's pretty awesome. You know, Nana's Angels, she's awesome. You know, there's a lot of them that are really awesome people. And like I said, you know, I'm not trying to get sidetracked from these cases, but if anybody can, you know, if they want to, please go out and at least like this channel, at least like this video, because like I said, I really am trying. I'm trying to get my channel set up. I mean, uh, have you seen me in theirs, in their streams or something, Mary? See now, Chronicles of Olivia. She just started a live stream. I guarantee mine dies down now. But that's the name of the game, you know. I just don't want to lose all my followers at once. Kind of salty. It's discouraging, but I keep going. Like I said, you know, this Kara girl though, she was too young. I appreciate it, Sue, but you know, like I said, you know, this girl Kara, she deserves an answer too. You know, are you on? Or did you get my StreamYard, Joe? Everybody, this is Jose, one of the friends that I hang out with sometimes. It's Joe actually, but we call him Jose. There's my StreamYard link right there. I just dropped it. So we're talking about Kara Hyde, the one that came up missing from up there by Dad's house and by the trailer park. And we got our first guest. Oh, hold on. I got to, oh, gotta do this again. Hang on. There we go. Jose! What up?
What up, though?
What up, though?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but you gotta turn me down in the background. I hear the echo. What up, though?
Oh, you probably hear the radio because it's up a little bit.
I hear you, but you gotta turn me down in the background.
Echo.
But yeah, Kara Hyde, you know, from Hamilton, came up missing randomly in December of 2021 at the age of 23.
What else about her?
We're
From
trying to
him?
figure out. Yeah, we're trying to figure out where she went, what happened to her. That's why my
When,
picture is her. Huh?
when she come up missing?
December 5th of 2021 from Grand Boulevard.
Wow, that's right here in my home park.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm doing this case. She was 23 years old.
Dang. How old was she?
She was 23. And like I said, she's from my neck of the woods, so that's why I went ahead and put this case out there because I've not seen any other channel covering it. And I just want to bring light to this case, try to at least get some help for this missing person. Everybody deserves, huh?
How long she been missing?
I done told you that like 4 times. She's December 5th of 2021.
December 5th.
Yep. Off Grand Boulevard. It's in the description. All the details that I know is in the description of this video.
That damn dog jumped up on the counter with a food, with a snack counter, and ate all out the eggs, put a couple things.
Is that Meathead? That's my brother Meathead talking. But everybody, there's room for more people if they'd like to come up on the panel too.
What up?
That's my brother.
I don't know. You can add Meathead too on there, get you?
Yeah, if he gets on my channel, he can jump on the StreamYard too. Anybody with a YouTube account.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if Meathead has a YouTube account at all.
I don't know if you can do it as a guest, but I know you can come in and grab the link and go through your.
Live, people.
We is.
I am live. But anybody else want to come up and talk? I've got 8 viewers so far.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy. Stop by.
Oh, about to
She was
pack my
23
bowl.
years old. She was missing right up here off Grand Boulevard.
Yeah. Choke it up, man. Mute the mic when you're coughing. Nobody wants to hear that. But yeah, like I said, I ain't seen no other channels covering this case, so I figured I'd be the first one to do it. Trying to get some of the big people to come in my stream, like Dolly Vision or Bullhorn Betty or Chronicles of Olivia or one of the other channels. What is it?
Even Up Church.
Yeah, Even Up Church. Any of them that I've went hard for and been in their panels and I just trying to bring people in,
What's it on that?
I don't think this channel is going to make it though. I don't know.
You'd be surprised. All you need to do is start asking questions. So right now we don't know. I don't know the chick. I don't know of anybody that knows that chick.
Well, see, and that's the thing. What it is I'm trying to bring awareness to it and get more people to start investigating and looking around and seeing what they can find out.
That's part of where you ask, like, the viewers you have now, and be like, does anybody remotely know of this chick? Does anybody live around here? Does anybody know her at all? No friends of friends of friends?
See, that's what I was doing. I was trying to reach out through Facebook and see if there was anybody that might want to come in and share a little bit about her and this and that. And so far, I've had no results. There is, pending outreaches because I'm not just going to stop it today. I'm going to continue this case for just a little while, and see what kind of traction I can get, see what kind of information to keep everybody informed, That's what a good creator does. I've sat and watched plenty of them to where I'm pretty much getting the hang of it. I would love to have Paper Cut Tina come over here and start taking notes for me because that woman can take some notes.
Well, it's like a hobby. You either get really good at that hobby or really bad at it.
Need that mic.
I tried to, but I didn't make it to it first. But yeah, like I said, it's an open discussion, and if anybody wants to type in any comments, they sure can. You know,
Kara Hyde. I need to look at that. I need to look at the picture of her again.
she's right here on my avatar. That's the picture that's on my chat head.
That's her.
That's her.
You don't look familiar at all.
Well, from what I've gathered, she had a drug problem, but that still shouldn't result in her missing.
Yeah.
However, it could contribute to it. Maybe, possibly, in my opinion, she probably owed somebody some money or something, and you never know. And that's the thing. I keep losing people like flies, man. They keep dropping out.
See, that makes me wonder if she who'd she stay with? Who was the first person to report her missing?
Well, there was a bag of her belongings that was found at Crawford Woods, the park that we all go to. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. Like I've done my little bit of research on it. I've read a few things, watched a few news news clips about it and stuff like that. And so far, it's just all dead ends. I'm trying to figure it out.
Found her bag in the Crawford Woods.
They found a bag of her belongings. I believe that was when they found that grocery cart with all the stuff in it, right there by the homeless camp. If I'm not mistaken. But
camp right there?
Huh?
There's a homeless camp right there?
There was, back in the woods right there by the ball diamonds.
Huh.
They ran them out. Yeah, they ran them all out of there. But like I said, they found a bag of her belongings. And like I said, she, without a trace, just boom, gone.
Who seems like you want to know who seen her ass? Yeah, too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'd like to reach out and, maybe try to figure out the incident report or find out.
You're gonna have to Google search like names, her name, who maybe she has sisters, mother, anything like that, and actually message them and actually contact them to be able to get any more info.
Well, I've gotten quite a bit of info that I have gathered just by
You got any antifreeze, Ricky?
I got a whole jug of antifreeze, a brand new one over here.
Well, I needed fucking some antifreeze, boy.
Well, you know where I live?
Yeah, I ain't coming over there right now. I just now got my car up and going. Hell, it's been sitting next door, fucking out of gas for the last 4 days now.
I wonder what happened if I shoot a live or that fellow.
Nothing. Just go through it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm actually pulling up the information now that I have.
I think when it's dead.
Would be good is if you shot it where it was hanging like above that Kiki torch. And when you shot it would. That'd be kind of neat.
Hey, how you doing? But yeah, it says that a reward for the woman has been raised to $4,000. Kara Hyde's family hopes this could increase attention surrounding her disappearance. I really want to keep her story out there and keep people talking about her, said Lisa Hyde, Kara's mother. 23-year-old Kara Hyde went missing in December. She was last seen at her mother's house in Hamilton. Since her disappearance, Kara's mother has been organizing searches to look for her daughter. A reward has gradually increased throughout the year. It started at $500, but her family and police have continued to add more. In April, the reward was at $3,500. Hyde's mother recently raised $500 and added it to the reward money. And she said, "I did it because everything was dying down. It was getting quiet and I wasn't getting leads." Lisa said, "I wasn't getting any information. I thought by raising the reward that would help." Lisa's made flyers and even turned her car into a mobile missing person sign. She's doing everything she can do to bring her daughter home. "My biggest fear is that we won't find her. That can't happen," Lisa said. Anyone with any information on the disappearance of Kara Hyde is encouraged to call the Hamilton Police Department at 513-868-5811. A 15-year-old boy shot in Walnut Hills a minute ago.
You heard about that one shooting, Chris? Some cones? Cause his next door neighbor was a crab or something like that, and he went over there and shot him.
Hey, going.
Democrat?
Yeah, because his next door neighbor was a crab, and he went over next door and shot him.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, dude, crazy. The world's going crazy.
It's evilness. It's all this evilness that's trying to take over, and we all need to keep our prayers and stay close to God and stay connected, and not let this evil consume.
Recognize real.
You got any bullets for that?
You can't talk like that on here, dude. You'll get me in some trouble.
I'm going to say pellets for the pellet gun.
Yeah, whatever you want to call
them. They're called pew pews on here. Pew pews. But hopefully they do find her alive, though. You know what I mean? Like, and well, hopefully.
Well, they always say so many days, or I don't know if it's 24, 48 hours. If, you know what I'm saying? Anything after that, you know, the chances of them being alive is, you know, cut in half.
Well, but there is also, you know, I've watched a bunch of cases where there was people that had went missing and they found them years later. Like the one guy was adopted out, didn't even know he was a missing child or nothing until he was an adult. So, you know what I mean? As long as we keep the awareness and keep the word out there about these missing people, you know, you never know. You know, something could have happened where she was abducted or anything. You just never know. And she may be still alive somewhere. And that's what we're all hoping for, a positive outcome. Or at least bring justice or closure, you know, something.
Well, hopefully she's alive. She went on a tangent and ran off.
See, and that's the thing. Like, we don't really know what happened, but it's, you know, as a human being and as a caring person, I do want to put it out there and, you know, and see what I can do. Thank you, Rap Crack. But I want to bring some more attention to this case because, like her mom said, you know, there's people that's not paying attention no more. You know, they're just like letting it die down, and we can't do that. If we do that to every case that of somebody missing, nobody'd ever be found.
Well, that's what the problem is we're dying down, just like the people who ever maybe knowing anything, they're keeping their mouth shut and hoping that it dies down. And
I'm not going to let that happen. Me as a creator and trying to get into this true crime, I'm going to make sure that this name stays out there. And as long as I possibly can, until something's found out, I'm going to cover this case.
That's part of laying on the pressure, part of laying on, doing some homework.
Well, and that's the thing. I plan on it. And hopefully there's other creators out here that wouldn't mind, you know, digging into it as well. Bring as much light to this as possible. I'm just one person. I can't do it by myself. But once I get the name out there and put it on, that's what I'm saying. Once I get it out there and get more discussion going about it, this name will be known in people's, you know, in their households. You know, just like the Kylie Rodney. You know, I knew nothing about it until I seen the case. Once I seen the case, that's all I ever worried about. You know, I was trying to figure it out too because it was a sad case. You know,
Everybody deserves a life.
everybody deserves to have that voice, and if I'm the one that can give her a voice for what's going on, then that's what I'm going to do. I feel the strong urge to help others and to be there for people, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let all the negativity going around and all the down talk and not people not showing up on my first streams and this and that. It'll all come to pass because my channel will grow. They'll see that I am passionate about this and that I'm not just doing this for the attention. I'm doing this because I really truly want to help people, and that's the only way I can do it is to jump in both feet and just go for it.
Be passionate about it.
And that's what I'm doing. I mean, I don't like the thought of kids and stuff like that being unalived, but hey, if it brings a voice to them and get then that's what it is. Brings closure to the family.
That's what you're wanting, is to help.
Exactly. Right.
Find her and always try to have closure to the mother, I guess.
The whole family, friends, people that cared, people that still care, to anybody, anybody with a heart. Now, see, now that I brought this name out here, I might not have many views right now, but there will be, people will come by, they'll see the video and be like, ooh, and then watch, and they might start looking, you know what I mean? I'm doing my diligent job as a creator to put the name out there and what information I know. This is the most details I've ever put in a description of a video. This is the most effort I've put into my own video. So therefore, I shall reap the results from it. Like I'll get more views, I'll get more people, I'll get more attention on these cases. And that's the whole thing that it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about bringing a voice to those that lost theirs. So
be passionate about it and do your homework.
And that's what I've been doing. I've watched. That's what I've been doing all day, watching videos and trying to reach out to the family and trying to reach out to friends, and without seeming like I'm a weirdo,
Well, you're not. You're the only one that said it, so that's out of the question now at this point.
Well, I'm not trying to be weird about it. I'm just trying to bring it out there. Keep her name going. I mean, if you was missing, wouldn't you want somebody to be like, hey, such and such?
The worst thing in the world is to not feel wanted. If you not feeling wanted is the worst thing in the world. I mean,
plus, terrible. Having this channel, it also helps me in a sense, because now I got my focus on other stuff, and I can maintain my sobriety and everything. It helps in all the way around. So, I'm still doing good. It's been so long. I don't even have the urge to.
That was a little key of sportage, wasn't it?
But like I said, being able to help others is really where it's at. And I have a lot of outreach to these other groups. Where I'm always in their panels. And I'm always in their chats, and people see me and they're like, "Well, who is this guy?" And honestly,
you can always be a little bit of something. Just being a good person is good enough usually to get your people to subscribe to you.
Right. I mean, it's been a miracle that I have as many subscribers as that I do have. Which I'm doing pretty good.
One person, and you only got one subscriber. You've succeeded.
Well, I've got 160 subscribers already, and this channel is not really that old, and I really haven't been producing much content lately because after I end the stream, I delete it. But that was because them streams meant nothing. There was no content. It was just me goofing off. I like I said, I put more effort into this stream than I have any of the rest of them I've done, and that's because I really want to become a part of the true crime community. I really want to be able to help bring closure to these cases and be accepted by all, all the good creators. There's so many of them out there. And that's where all my people came from, is other creators chats. And, that's big support. That's a lot of help. you know. And I got some of the people from the very, very first stream I ever done, which is like Rap Trap Gangsta 22. She came in my chat, you know, and you know, it's just I'm going to keep pushing forward. Like I said, if there's anybody else that has any more information on this case, you know, anything that I left out or happen to forget or anything like that, you're more than welcome to come up on panel or drop it down in the comments below and go from there. We can't be doing the like the real fast strokes because there is people with epilepsy, and I don't want to cause nobody having seizures or nothing like that. Please, slow fade or something like that. Hence is one of the main reasons why my lights ain't on and I have my camera off.
Because of epilepsy?
Yeah, it affects people with epilepsy. It'll make them go into seizures, flashing lights. So I usually don't have flashing lights no more, which I've learned from other creators. You know what I mean? Just being in their lives.
There's a lot of people that have flashing lights on their shit.
But that's the thing. There's a lot of people that, you know, have gave me the hints and the tips. Like, look, if you want to have a successful live stream, you know, you need to cut back on your language. You need to make it more appropriate. You need to, you know, and I've taken all that advice and I'm working towards building a successful channel. You know, like I said, I have a lot of passion for this, you know, and it's something I can be good at. I don't have I don't have anything else to do. I sit here from day in and day out, and I watch YouTube all day, every day. Most I have
learn how to rebuild a 1.7 liter motor that block is junk. But you know,
I know. Trust me, I'm buying me a new block, and you know that'd be one of my live streams. Is when I go down there and start pulling my engine.
You can take that motor out, even though you know the what's completely damaged is your crank and your rod bearings.
And there's a big hole in the front of the block, big giant hole through the rod. So
you can easily get one of them blocks, though, dime a dozen. They're all over marketplace, a couple $100.
And I've been waiting on my friend that drives a Honda like mine. You is who I'm talking about to help me out. Hey, I mean, I'd love to have my car going again, but it's not a big priority. That car is it's a privilege, not a right. You know.
Gotta call that motherfucker Crash or some shit.
No, I'm calling him Rodney because he keeps throwing rods.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good one, Rodney.
That's what I'm naming my car, is Rodney, because it's always throwing rods. But like I said,
it would be a bad idea to pull that motherfucking motor out of there, and then you know you get money at the beginning of the month. Hell, you can get you a block.
Well, I'm getting on the sidetrack. I got to keep the attention on this case, and you know.
Well, you need to do your homework on that, and definitely don't lift up on
like I said, you know, I've got 351 views so far on my channel. 17.2 hours of watch time. You know, my stats ain't that great, not yet, but I have 160 total subscribers.
Will get better.
So, I mean, it's not like it's.
You need to, while you're streaming like this, maybe have your laptop over there and be doing homework on like mom and
well, or whatever. I got my other two phones down here that I'm doing all my research on.
Yeah, that would be something that would get you moving forward.
Well, that's what I am doing. That's why I'm sitting here reading all these latest posts and everything to the news channels and stuff like that. Like I said, this one was just put in. I don't know. This one she was only going for 6 months. Let's see. This one, September 11th of 2022. I just read that one, but I don't know if I can get in trouble for playing this, but I'm going to play the audio only. It might be something, I don't know.
Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Get in.
Tonight, family and friends of Kara Hyde are raising money to fund answers. The 23-year-old hasn't been seen since December 5th. WLWT News 5's Lacey Roberts has the message to Kara from those who love her.
Tonight, family, friends, and strangers are gathering to help find a 23-year-old Kara Hyde. She was last seen December 5th and has not been seen since. This is the first of many events planned to help bring Kara home.
The hashtag Care About Me can be seen plastered on the walls of the Gemini Lounge here in Hamilton at the Find Kara Hyde benefit. Family and friends asking for any tips to help find Kara Hyde. Her mother reads a heartfelt plea for anyone to come forward with answers.
Every single day gets harder. My baby girl deserves to be found. She is kind and sweet to people, and nothing ever changed that about her.
Lisa Hyde says her worst fears occupy her thoughts as she wonders every day where her daughter could be. She worries someone has taken Kara and she will not return home. Yet others, like close friend Carly Spahn, find hope in knowing Kara was loved by everyone.
And she was very, very, very big on I love you too, but not believing if other people loved her back. She's worth so much more than whatever she has put herself through, like so much more.
Hoping others who did not know Kara can see past her struggles with addiction and understand their heartache.
I was hearing about this, and I know how I feel about my children and how I would feel, so we came out to support whatever we can do.
Food donations, a silent auction, donation karaoke, all of the benefit, with proceeds going to resources to help find Kara.
I don't know, I feel like I could circle around this whole globe right now and still not have an answer. And that's all anybody wants is an answer.
There is still a $1,500 reward for any information that leads to Kara's whereabouts. There will also be a candlelight vigil held on March 12th at Harvard Park in Fairfield at 7:30 for those to come and pray for Kara and to share thoughts about her. In Hamilton, Lacey Roberts, WWT News 5.
Yeah, it's sad, you know. Let's see, when was this one put out? Let me see something quick. Let's see, where would it be? Where would it be? So yeah, like I said, you know, I don't know where everybody went, but let's see what happens real quick when I do this. It's gonna work. Let's see.
A Hamilton family needs your help finding their missing daughter. Kara Hyde hasn't been seen at home in nearly 1 year, and her family is increasing the reward money once again. WCPO 9 News reporter Kendria LaFleur shows you the mother's plea to anyone who has information.
The reward is now $4,000. It's gradually gone up since Hyde's disappearance. Now her family hopes the increase will increase attention to this case.
I really want to keep her story out there and keep people talking about her.
Lisa Hyde has searched for her daughter Kara for almost a year. The 23-year-old went missing in December. She was last seen leaving her mother's house on Grand Boulevard in Hamilton. A bag of her clothes was located at Crawford Woods, which has been searched, but so far, no other signs.
But every day, if somebody's out there looking for her.
They've been searching for answers and hope a reward could bring just that. It started at $500 in the beginning of the investigation, but her family has continued to add more throughout the year.
I did that this time just to, everything was dying down and it was getting quiet and I wasn't getting any leads and I wasn't getting any information. And so I thought by raising the reward that would help.
From making flyers to even turning her car into a mobile missing person sign, Hyde's mother is doing everything she can to bring her daughter home.
My biggest fear is that we won't find her. That we'll never find her. That breaks my heart. That can't happen.
Kendria LaFleur, WCPO 9 News.
See, and that's the thing. Just trying to keep that out there, just bringing awareness to it. It's not much, but it's the best I can do. And it's sad. It is. But there will be, some kind of closure. Don't know how long it's going to take, but like I said, I'm going to dedicate time and effort into this and see if we can't help, because I've seen some miracles happen from the YouTube community, which is one of the reasons why I went ahead and started my channel. Oh, I know, it's sad. It's horrible. I don't want to get in trouble or nothing, but I'm not monetized, so I shouldn't be in any kind of trouble for playing these videos. It's saying that there's 169 people still missing. There's a new witness who provided significant new information that I just found. Let me go into it real quick and see what I can figure out. Let's see. Erin Marie Gilbert. There's Anisha Lorynn. Doreen Sanford. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm really trying. Like I said, I'm doing my best. This is all new to me still. Let's see. I'm trying to find the Kara. Let's see. There's a lot of people I have to go through to find hers. Kara Hyde, come on now. Stacy Smart, Jack Stein, Michael Vance, or something like that. Matthew Weaver Jr., Sydney West. Kara Nichols. She was missing since October 9th of 2012. At the time she was 19. It's sad. Like, I'm still trying to find hers. Trying to find the update on Kara's case. It said that there was one, but I can't find it at the moment. Man, there's a lot of people in Georgia that seem to be. Georgia seems to be like a place that I don't know. That I'm kind of afraid to go to. But like I said, this case is really close to where I'm at. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it does, because there's been a few cases that I've read from Georgia. They're like, really? If that was to happen here, things would be totally different. However, the cases here are like, wow, like Brooklyn Farthing, and Berea, Kentucky. There's. But how's everybody doing tonight? I'm literally looking for the update on this Kara case because they said that there was one, and I'm trying my best to find it. There was I had a tarot reading done on one of the people that I know personally that's missing. I'm from Ohio, Hamilton, Ohio, where this girl that Kara is from. She's literally from the same neighborhood where I grew up. When I seen that, I'm like, let's see what we can do and get this case out there. It just, I hadn't seen anybody else covering this case, other than like the news channels and stuff like that. And it looks to me like all the stuff that's been posted was kind of older. So I'm just, bringing more light to it and opening it, getting the name back out there. And North Texas, that's awesome. Oh, true. I get that. Yeah. Dirty South makes a lot of sense. But, it's generally not the people, it's the law enforcement, mainly. There's a lot of crooked, law enforcement stuff. If you ask me, it seems to me like when I was in Georgia, everybody was so nice. But then again, I was a juvenile. I was a child, when I was there. But I just remember going, I was in Savannah, Georgia, driving down the road, and and everybody waves at you. It's like they've known you, and they don't even know who you are. I went down there with my mom when my dad was living in Georgia, and that we stayed like 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. But the whole time I was there, it was a nice place. The area was nice. It was just, I guess, because I was so young, I didn't see all the evil that lurks around. Being a naive kid, So far, there's nothing I've found yet. Still scrolling through all these. I think it's gonna make me go all the way to the end because it's the name I'm looking for. So they want me to see all the rest of them before I get to it. Yeah, go on. See, and that's the thing. Like that's crazy. I couldn't imagine a lawless place. You know, it just I don't know. That's why I keep a close watch on my son. You know what I mean? Like, heck, I don't get babysitters or anything. When we go to the park, I dress him in bright colors, you know, that I can easily identify. I stay close by, you know. We have a code word, you know. I holler a certain thing and he'll holler it back and come running, you know. But I've also worked with him a lot because I don't want him, you know, because he's a social butterfly. He loves to conversate and he meets no strangers. So I do let him know that, you know, be aware of certain people and this and that. But just because somebody looks a certain way doesn't mean that they're always bad. You know, you can't go judging by looks because it could be somebody that looks like they have it all together. That could be the actual criminal, in fact, you know. So if you get that gut feeling, your gut never lies. You know, if you get an uneasy feeling, back off. You know, walk away, get my attention, something. If you know, but for the most part, like I said, he's in bright colors. I see every move he makes, and I stay close by. Like I don't play on my phone. I don't do none of that because I don't want to take no chances. Because I know if my son was missing for 10 minutes, I'd probably end up in prison because I'd find out who took him. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give up. And there's a lot of people that won't give up. There's also other people out here that's just like, oh well. And I learned that by the Quentin Simon. You know what I mean? How could you just just be like, oh well, you know? It's like no emotion whatsoever. It's sad. It's horrible. And I also want my son to know, you know, not everybody's evil, but you can't trust not everybody too. You know what I mean? So. Right. See, and that's the thing. If they always say it's not what you know, it's who you know, and that's why a lot of these law enforcements are still in law enforcement because they keep all their buddies close. You know what I'm saying? Like they give us the option to vote, but in all reality, our votes don't really matter. It just makes it seem like we have an opinion. When in all reality, we don't. It just makes us feel good. Like, yay, we get to choose. No, we don't. It's all pre-planned. You know, but we got to get those corrupt people out of office. You know, our governors, our law enforcement, our district attorneys. You know, in my opinion, they should bring God back into schools. You know, bring the Pledge of Allegiance back. You know, either stand for something or fall for everything. You know what I mean? And I'm not kneeling to nobody. I will stand proud for my country, and you know, it's just in God we trust. You know, we got to trust in God. You know, teach things in school. You know that people are going to use in real life, not 1+1 and this and that. No, teach them in a way that they can understand, and then you know, teach them to budget a checkbook. How to budget, how to you know be realist, you know, and survive in this earth. You know, we got dudes out here that can't even change tires now. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? You know, we need to somewhat go back to the old days, but you know, keep some of the things that we know now. You know, like keep our integrity, keep our morals, keep our keep our kids close. Family matters more than anything. You know, types of things. Don't be so trapped in social media all the time. You know, social media makes everybody so antisocial. It's ridiculous. People sit in the same room and text each other. Look, while they're sitting right next to each other. It's like, really? Like, come on. And you know, honestly, if people wasn't playing on their phone so much, there wouldn't be so many wrecks. A lot of these little kids that are wandering off wouldn't be able to wander off because they're actually getting the attention that they deserve from their parents. You know, like there's a lot of distractions nowadays, and it's sad that people are more into everything else except for what really matters nowadays. Like family is what really matters at the end of the day. You have to love yourself before you can love anybody else, you know, and you got to realize that when push comes to shove, always call on family, you know, and you don't always trust people that listen because I've always heard a listening ear is a running mouth, especially if they're out talking bad about you or talking to you bad about somebody else. You know, they're going back and talking bad about you to somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people like that. That's why it's realize. You know what I mean? It's, you got to understand. I've done my dirt. I've been in the criminal, you know. Yeah, parenting is a responsibility. Absolutely. It's a blessing. It's a responsibility that you took on. And that's one of the reasons why I never get a babysitter. You know what I mean? Because it's not somebody else's responsibility to take care of my son because I want to go do something that doesn't involve him. That makes no sense. If he's not invited or if it's not kid friendly, I'm not going. I am a parent first, unless it's somewhere I have to be, like court or somewhere where he's not allowed to be. But if a friend invites me over and is like, "Oh, well, you got to get a babysitter," well, then it don't look like I'm coming over because all my friends know I am a parent and I have my son. So and yeah, it's sad. Families used to all stick together. I mean, back when I was growing up, I knew every one of my cousins. You know what I mean? We had family reunions. We had, you know, cookouts and things of that. But as I've gotten older and the older generations passed, it's like the only time we ever see each other is at funerals, and most of the time they're fighting there. You know, just there. You know, the elders is what the glue is. The glue that holds us all together. Oh yes, absolutely. 420 friendly. Yes. I'm actually, that's one of the reasons why my camera's off is because I'm sitting here smoking a bowl while I'm talking, keeping my nerves calm. I'm super nervous about going live and doing this because I don't know what the outcome's going to be. I don't know what kind of ridicules I'm going to get. I don't know if I'm even doing this right, you know? All I know is I'm trying to do the right thing, trying to put the word out there and give this girl a voice. I'm not saying that she is unalived because I don't know. Hopefully she's still, you know, alive somewhere, you know, and just that she comes home, you know. But we can all hope, right? Well, I lost another viewer. It's all good though. Like I said, you know, it ain't about the views. It's about the ones that do see it actually putting this name in the back of their head and at least thinking about it and seeing what they can come up with, or you know, or if somebody just happens to see it and they're like, hey, I know this person, you know, and I got some information. That's cool. You know what I mean? I'm just putting her name out there and lighting the light back up, you know, because you know, things started dimming down. And exactly, like I said, I'm doing this for all the right reasons. You know, I honestly, you know, awesome. You want to come up on the panel? You don't have to turn your camera on. But that's the thing. Like I'm not doing this for popularity though. You know, I'm doing this because this person needs to have their case heard, just like all the other people out there. And like I said, this is the most detailed description of a live that I've done. I mean, if you've been a follower since I started my channel, and that's the thing. You see the progress that I'm making. You know, I didn't want to put nothing out really until I, had the facts and knew what I knew, and I'm trying. I really am. And like I said, I'm passionate about this because it's something that means something to me. Yeah, I did put the donations link in there for my Cash App, but I'm doing that, which everybody knows from the very beginning as well. I'm trying to get my car up and running. I've had some unfortunate luck with my engine. Yeah, through a rod, so that's why the donations is up there. But that's only if people want to. That's generosity. The main headline of this is not about me. This is about this person, and getting her name out there and just doing my research. And that's what I've been doing. I've been sitting here. I've been all day long. All day long, I've looked into this case. I've reached out to a few of the family members, in a respectful way, just seeing what I could gather and telling them, let them know that, hey, I'm trying to bring her name out here, trying to bring more light to it, to the YouTube community, things of that. But, yeah, we don't want nobody getting upset because that'd be bad. No more locked doors. But I do appreciate the kind words, though. Well, I appreciate that. I can go over them again too if you would like. Give me 1 second, and I'll go over it one more time. Let's see. Why? Come on now. Frozen devices. Let's see. Oh yeah. Let's see. Go back to this. It's Kara Hyde, age 23, missing since December 5th of 2021. Let's see. I'll just play the video clip again. Hang on 1 second. Here it goes.
A Hamilton family needs your help finding their missing daughter. Kara Hyde hasn't been seen at home in nearly 1 year, and her family is increasing the reward money once again. WCPO 9 News reporter Kendria LaFleur shows you the mother's plea to anyone who has information.
The reward is now $4,000. It's gradually gone up since Hyde's disappearance. Now her family hopes the increase will increase attention to this case.
I really want to keep her story out there and keep people talking about her.
Lisa Hyde has searched for her daughter Kara for almost a year. The 23-year-old went missing in December. She was last seen leaving her mother's house on Grand Boulevard in Hamilton. A bag of her clothes was located at Crawford Woods, which has been searched, but so far, no other signs.
But every day, if somebody's out there looking for her,
they've been searching for answers and hope a reward could bring just that. It started at $500 in the beginning of the investigation, but her family has continued to add more throughout the year.
I did that this time just to, everything was dying down. and it was getting quiet, and I wasn't getting any leads, and I wasn't getting any information. And so I thought by raising the reward that would help.
From making flyers to even turning her car into a mobile missing person sign, Hyde's mother is doing everything she can to bring her daughter home.
My biggest fear is that we won't find her. We will never find her. That breaks my heart. That can't happen.
Kendria LaFleur, WCPO 9 News.
I appreciate you guys, for real. There may be something that's been missed, or you know, something that I didn't see, or you know what I mean. I appreciate you guys looking into it. It means a lot. It does, because like I said, this is a local person. This is in my area. You know what I mean? It's really extremely close to home, like literally within 4 minutes of where I'm at now, and like 2 seconds from where I used to live. Like I could go around the corner and be there, you know. And it's just absolutely. I mean, this was a 23-year-old woman. I have a 7-year-old son. I mean, if they could take a full-grown person, what makes me think that they wouldn't take a kid too? You know, if it was somebody, you know, that's scary. And whoever's responsible for it needs to be captured, you know. I'm trying. I really am. The car is her mom's car, and they made it into like a billboard. It's got her name on it. It's, you know, missing posters and things of that. From what I understand, she did not have a vehicle of her own. However, she was battling with a drug addiction, and I'm assuming she was staying at the homeless camp that was at that park at, you know, Crawford Woods, which the cops did go in and run everybody out of the city, I guess I would say, but they all got ran and relocated from there. And I don't know where to, but they did find a bag of her belongings there, you know. And so it was like, okay, well, what else did you guys find? And it's just been silent ever since. And you know, it's sad. Like, I've had 2 of my other friends that they're missing. Like, these were my actual friends. The Billy D. Silvestro, he's been missing since 2011. And then there was Todd Mathis. I believe he was around 2012, 2013 or something like that when he come up missing. And they still haven't found neither one of them. No, nothing else. You know, I had a tarot reading done a couple of nights ago by one of these creators of Billy D, and the things that she said, and knowing nothing about this case, was like, wow. You know, like, I'm talking about the girl herself had yeah, exactly. Yeah. She's a daughter. She's a friend. She's, you know, she's maybe an aunt. Maybe, you know, she's somebody's daughter. You know, she's somebody's whole everything. Her whole world. Exactly. You know, it don't matter what kind of lifestyle you lead. The ones you love, the ones you hold close. You know, you can't let that control your outlook on the person itself. Because after a certain point, that is no longer that person. That is the drug. They need to, instead of coming at them with, you know, because me myself, I am a recovering addict. I know how people look down on me. I know that no matter what I'm doing, good or bad, everybody's still out here talking bad. But that's the name I brought onto myself. And I ain't trying to prove to nobody nothing. I'm just knowing in my heart and what I'm doing, I'm still doing the right thing. They're always going to keep talking because I don't live where they want me to be no more. They want me to be that person because they keep trying so hard to keep bringing up my past. Well, my past is what created who I am now. I came from the fire and I came out, and I'm a stronger person for it. So drug addiction, I believe, was a thing that is, in a sense, it's weird to say it this way, but for some people, it's a blessing to have that because their struggle could be somebody's inspiration one day. You know, it's not my place at all to judge anybody. You know, I don't do the judging. We have one person that does all the judging because one sin is no bigger than the other sin, and we all sin. We're born sinners. I mean, we've already been forgiven for every sin that we are ever going to do. It's all been foreseen. Our lives are planned for us. It's just our journey. So if I can help somebody that's in need of, you know, counseling, and just a sober support, I got it. You know, I could be there for them. It don't necessarily have to be a missing person. If somebody is in desperate need of somebody to talk to, that's struggling with anything in their mind, mental health, anything. I'm not the best, but I can talk to I can talk you through whatever you're going through. Just know that once I'm a friend with somebody, I am a friend. I wish I had some of the same people like that towards me, but I'm built different. It don't matter if somebody has shit on me for years. If they reach out and need my help, they need my help. There's a reason they're reaching out. You know, especially if they don't like me and they're reaching out to me. That tells me right there that they need help because I'm the last person that they could think of, even though they don't like me. They know that I'm there. You know, so it is what it is. I'm a recovering addict, and am I ashamed of it? No, because I can use what I know to help others, to steer them down the right path, to keep them, exactly, and there's people now still to this day. Oh, you're still using. Why? Because I'm not calling you guys. I'm not spending all my money hanging out with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not. I found more productive things to do, and that's to pay for my home, for my son. I am a father, and I will give everything I have for him to have a home, a place to call home, with lights, food, love. Everything that needs to be here is here. Everything I need in life is here. I'm not. I don't care if I go without cigarettes. My bills are paid. My son has a place he can guarantee to call home. You know, none of my bills are behind. Everything's up to date. I pay it early as soon as I get the bill. And that's because that's a responsibility. This is not my home. This is his home. I just pay the bills for him to be comfortable because he deserves it. He didn't ask me to be here. I made him. I will take care of him and support him. Yeah, people didn't like the way I said that, I guess. They dropped out like flies. But I'm passionate about being a dad. Best thing I ever done with my life. Ever. You know, he saved my life. Had it not been for my son, I'd be perfectly happy living in a truck or a car. It wouldn't bother me. But he deserves a home, stability. He deserves structure. And that's what he's getting through me. You know, we use our words. We don't scream and argue at each other. He's 7 years old. He's a learning human being. And he don't, I tell him, like, don't be afraid to use your words, buddy. If you have a problem, come tell me. We'll talk about it. You know, now he comes up to me. He's like, Daddy, we need to have a talk. I'm angry. Okay, what do you want to talk about? What makes you angry? And he tells me his part of the story. And then we go from there. You know, you just got to remain positive. With all this negativity going on around here, you got to teach people, say what you mean what you say, and don't be mean about what you say. You know what I mean? You got to choose your words, because the way you socialize with somebody could possibly be what saves their life. They could be having a real crummy day, and all you have to do is say, how you doing today? And acknowledge that person with a smile. It may change their whole demeanor, may change the way they feel about the whole day. May have even saved their life. They may have been going to do something stupid, thinking they had, nothing. You got to go around and be an image of who who you are is who you attract around you. If you're being negative and being nasty to people and doing dirt, who you think's going to be around? Same ones. If you're around people that's doing wholesome things, going out here, putting a voice out for these people like I'm trying to do right now, being a positive influence, then what kind of people am I going to attract? Those are with the same mindset, not doing it for any other reason but to get these names out there and get help for these people that can't get the help there on their own. You know, whether it be with finding a missing person, helping them with, you know, staying sober, just being an inspiration, you know, showing people like, look, you know, this is where I came from and look at where I'm at now. All you got to do is try, keep your faith, keep pushing forward, and keep your integrity. Be nice to everybody that you have to be nice to. Yeah, there's people that you're not going to like. There's people that's going to have different opinions. But at the end of the day, they might still be good people. Even though you don't see eye to eye on everything, you might always be able to find some kind of truth in the way what their, you know, their beliefs or whatever. Exactly, you know. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. You go through life tearing people down, people's not going to want to be around you except for other people doing the same thing. It's a continuous cycle, and all you got to do is break that cycle, change your focus. You know what I mean? That's what I did. Look at all these cool people I got now. You know what I mean? I've got so many cool people that come to my chats. You know, they may not always come through, and I might just go to their channels. But I've met so many good people, so many nice, genuine people, and that's because I changed my outlook on everything. Instead of being the problem, I became the help. You know, the change. You know, and it happens one person at a time. And because of the Kylie Rodney case, I became interested in the true crime. Because of the Kylie Rodney case, I met Dolly, Bullhorn Betty, Chronicles of Olivia. You know, all these cool people that's been in my chat so far, I've met through one of the streaming channels. And you know, it's really nice to see that there's other people out here trying to do the right thing. And that's what I'm getting at. Like, it's a blessing to be able to have this channel. It's a blessing to be able to come to you guys and see you guys and socialize. You know, I could be one of them people that's still messed up, you know, out here still in active addiction. You know, but this is the route that I'm on. You know what I mean? It's so great that, you know, I have the opportunity to be here and be a voice, and I'm not one of these out here that's missing or lost because of my choices. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, the Kylie thing, that's so sad. That's somebody's kid, you know, like this girl had a very, very bright future. I mean, she didn't deserve to lose her life the way she did. I can't wrap my head around it. Just, you know, just like all these innocent kids, Summer Wells, Michael Vaughn, Quentin Simon, you know, it's horrible. You know, the young girl Jolissa, you know, it's just, this world has gone evil, and I didn't realize how much evil existed. And you know, I was scared at first when I got into the true crime. I was hurt. I was taking it emotionally about these kids, you know, and it just, there was because you know, back in the day, I used to have a criminal mind, and I know how criminals think, and you know, this smells like criminal all the way around. You know, I mean, if you've lived that lifestyle, you know what I'm talking about. You can see through the bullshit, basically. And there's a lot of these people that are here that's so trusting in the law enforcement, trusting in this person and that person. It's like, oh yeah, well, I believe them because they're in the justice system. Yeah, well, the justice system's corrupt. A lot of them. There's not all of them. You have your awesome cops. You have your cool ass cops. I always tell my son, don't ever be afraid of the police. You know, back to blue. They're putting their life on the line. They're working daily out here. You know, they have families too. Yeah, a lot of them are criminals with money. And, you know, I know a lot of people that intentionally came to be cops just because they knew they could get by with doing dumb shit and not get in trouble. But then there's also the cops that I've met and throughout my life that are actually genuinely there to protect and serve. You know, and they actually believe that they do work for us. You know, if it wasn't for us, they wouldn't be needed. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like these YouTube channels. If it wasn't for people like us, you know, viewers, creators, then what would the use of YouTube be? You know, everything has its purpose. Some people abuse their purpose. You know, there's people out here that run these channels strictly just to make money off of them, which is not cool. Yes, again, I have my donation thing on there, and that's not to make money off these cases. It's to make money from people that are my friends on here to get my car fixed. I'm not asking for donations on behalf of this case for any part of this case. You know what I mean? You know, that if it was going towards the case, I'd let everybody know, like, hey, these donations are going towards the case. You know, if you'd like to, but none of these donations go to that. Any donation that I get right now is going to fix my car, if I get any. You know, but that's where I'm transparent, straight up, 100% honest. But and the main functionality of this chat was to get her name out there. You know, bring awareness to it. Get other people interested in trying to find this girl. Getting her name out there is what matters most. And in all reality, I couldn't figure out how to delete that part of the thing when I was making the banner anyway. So, I mean, that's all the seriousness. I couldn't figure it out. That's why my accepting donation cap app mechanic line is still there. Just because I couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. But, I mean, like I said, if anybody does donate, then, oh, okay, what channel is that? You don't have to say the whole name. Just, is it one of them that you've seen me in? Because I was getting ready to wrap mine up anyway, and you know, let everybody know that, you know, everybody that came in, I do greatly appreciate it. Like I said, this is my first real detailed case and live stream, so I appreciate you all that did stick it out and watch to the end with me. It means a lot. It'll get better as time goes, you know, and once my name's up there and I get my channel built, all these people that's supporting me now, they'll never be forgotten, that's for sure. Rap Track Gangster, she gives me good tips, you know. She caught me straying away from the thing a little bit, you know, and was like, hey, if you're really passionate about this, you know, make it look like it, pretty much. And it's like, okay. I took that, you know, and I ran with it because it was good advice. And look where I'm at now. one of the better detailed videos. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. But I am trying. And bless you guys. Bless you guys for everything. Like I said, even if nothing else comes of it, at least her name is out there, and I got at least 2 other people looking into her name right now. Just, you know, and that's what matters the most. Her name reached 2 other people that had no idea who she was. But now there's 2 more people that do. There's another set of eyes, you know, 2 more sets of eyes. Plus, you know, whatever they find out, they might be able to inform somebody. It's a chain reaction. There's going to be one of them out here that sees my channel and like, oh, let's be a hater and even clip some of my stuff. and use it. And be like, oh, look at this guy. Yeah, well, guess what? You're still using her name and getting it out there. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Get the name out there. So, bless you guys. I'm going to jump off here and I'm going to go channel surfing. Much love, everybody, and thanks for the support. And if you hadn't already done it, please hit that like button and let's get this channel built up. Love y'all. Later.